Hello, this is Corey the Keyblade Wielder. We are back for, well, I'm redoing the fan commentary of Disney versus non-Disney villains round 2 because the first one got a copyright claimed for some reason. I guess I gotta put the volume down then. Just like I did with the other videos, just in case. So, yeah, let's get started. Here we go again. Okay, first fight. Queen Grimhilde from Disney's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs versus Rasputin from Anastasia. I like in the description that Rasputin wants to be an advisor to the Queen after the Romanovs banished him. Not much to say, but if you saw my original commentary, I already explained a few things and stuff. And I like this is the rivalry between Rasputin and Queen Grimhilde, and she just rejects him. And he's about revenge. To take away something that she holds dear. Her youth and beauty. And yeah, if you read the novels of Snow White and seen the movie, the Queen's obsessed being like the fairest of them all. Or the sexiest lady in the land. In a way. Interesting thing about Anastasia. It's a good movie. It is. And I mean, it's sort of based on what happened during the Russian Revolution. Like, if you compare the two, I mean, if you look back on Anastasia, it is a slap in the face to history. Okay, not really, but it's a good film, but it's like a bit inaccuracy. Yeah, there was this whole communism thing, and like Tsar Nicholas II was not that good of a ruler until like Vladimir Lenin brought this whole philosophy of communism. But in the film, it's just an evil sorcerer that cursed upon Russia. You know, it's a kid's film. Yeah, you can have a fun with a bit of magic, but it's not that offensive. I mean, it's not that slap in the face to history. I mean, I've seen things way worse to depict history. For example, The Magic Voyage. It's an animated film with Christopher Columbus. If you don't know what The Magic Voyage is, the one with like Christopher Columbus, go watch the Nostalgia Critic's review of The Magic Voyage and he'll give you an example of what makes it a slap in the face to history. Yeah, despite the fact that Anastasia is a bit of a slap in the face to history, it's not. It's a good movie, and it is. And I do feel sad for the Romanovs to die, and I hate communism. I really do hate communism. I do not like the Bolsheviks. I do not like the philosophy of communism. I do not like how their things go. And I'm not going to explain the whole reason. I'll explain later. There we go. And it seems like Rasputin is taking away her youth. Okay, if you've seen Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, we can all agree that the Queen's transformation is really horrifying. A family picture. Yeah, let's just say Snow White is one of the films that I do enjoy. I like all of the characters in that film, except for the evil queen that you all know her by. I don't know why I don't like... Okay, if you guys don't know why I don't like her, it's because I don't like her, it's because she's boring. She does not have that much of a personality. She's not like Jafar, Maleficent, Scar, or Mock, or Professor Screw Eyes. She just does not have enough emotion, unless in her old hag form, then. Oh well, Rasputin wins. Next fight. Bill Sikes from Disney's Oliver and the Company versus Carface from All Dogs Go to Heaven. I like this as a fight between two crime bosses. One is a human crime boss and the other one's a a dog. A doggy crime boss. And looks like Carface wins by crashing that car into his car with him in it. Okay, nice fight. My God, this guy. I really do not like this guy. I'm sorry, but he's just annoying as heck. He's just horribly written, horribly acted, horribly animated. I just do not like him. And, okay. Prince Froglip, I really do not like him. He's just a stupid villain. He does that. Say it, don't spray it. Oh my God. He's so horribly... I mean, the movie he's from is okay-ish. But the villains, I don't like them. Okay, I'm going to continue this fight. I want to make this quick. Prince John from Disney's Robin Hood versus Prince Froglip from The Princess and the Goblin. And it seems like the goblins have found their way into Nottingham. The castle of Prince John, that is. I do like Robin Hood. Plus, Prince John is actually one of my favorites. I didn't care for him at first until I looked up the actual history of this guy. And I want to see some potential in him in these series. Okay, when the goblins planned about the whole flooding the castle, how could they not think that the flood will also come into their kingdom also? And Prince John wins. I'm glad Prince Froglip is gone. Next fight. Gaston from Disney's Beauty and the Beast versus Drake from The Pebble and the Penguin. I like that Radcliffe is hiring Gaston to take out a really buff penguin. Okay, if you guys are wondering... Now how the heck can a penguin sunk all the ships? It's a penguin. If you watch The Pebble and the Penguin, you will see. Okay, I like that LeFou is with Gaston. He should have been with Gaston to fight the beast. Now that'd be hilarious. Yeah, that's Drake. Now you'll be like, oh, I see now. He's like the muscular penguin version of Gaston. I guess you can now believe that this penguin can't sunk any ships. Very masculine. Even Gaston's like, what the hey? And Gaston wins. No one fights muscular penguins like Gaston. And next fight. Maleficent from Disney's Sleeping Beauty versus Ludmilla from Bartok the Magnificent. I'm not a fan of Ludmilla. She's just too weird. Maleficent, now we can all agree she's a much better villain than Ludmilla. Because Maleficent wants to take over all of Russia. Huh. I wonder how Vladimir Lenin and Joseph Stalin would react to that. It seems like Ludmilla is asking Mok for help on defeating Maleficent. And Mok and the friends on the other side gave Ludmilla a potion that'll turn her into a dragon. Is there a rivalry between Mok and Maleficent also? Because that'd be awesome. Yeah, can we agree that Ludmilla's dragon form is really lame while Maleficent's dragon form is more awesome? And Maleficent wins. Timber! And now in the epilogue. I really wish I had this up, but I don't want to get a copyright claim. It's Mind Heist. I really love that theme. Okay, while in the underworld, when Hexus is still ruling, Hades is back, baby! And he travels to Tartarus to an alliance with Eris, the goddess of chaos. Two villains I really like from two films I really like. Is there a thing between these two? Like, that'd be interesting, but, let's just say, even though Hades is kind of a ladies' man, I kind of still prefer Hades with Persephone. If you don't know who she is, she's, in Greek mythology, the daughter of Demeter, the goddess of spring, and the wife of Hades, which would make her the queen of the underworld. Let's just say me and Myth-Files 101 on Horror Catgirl have always discussed if Persephone was in, like, a sequel, which Persephone is the villain, which she would, yeah, we both agree she would make a really good villain, but if she was, she would probably help Hades out to fight against Hexus. And team up with Eris also, because that'd just be interesting. Just saying. And Mach is watching through his supercomputer, and that the world is at war. And it's time to begin his master plan. The Horned King is raising the army of the undead to go to war. Yikes. Shen Yu and his army of Mongols, or the Huns. Governor Ratcliffe prepares his troops for battle. And Gaston is rounding up the angry villagers. Ooh, and scarring his hyenas. And Prince John and his army are going off to war. Rasputin with his army of darkness. And Hades and Eris are watching the world is at war. And someone else wants to join the war. Jafar! Cool. So yeah, that was Disney versus non-Disney villains round 2. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. This is Corey the Keyblade Wielder. May your heart be your guiding key, and bye.